Hey everybody. So just wanted to include a little video about how to navigate through our course, the grade 12 college English course, which is a great course. Today, obviously, it's important for getting into any kind of college program, and we're doing some really good things. So I think this is going to be a really exciting course. So I just wanted to show you some information about how to navigate and get around our course here. So what you're seeing here is the first thing you should look at, which is your news section. You should go here at the start of every class to take a look and see what's happening during the course of the day. I will put information of what's happening later on in the unit, what's happening later on in the course, any important announcements, reminders of things to come, etc. Just basically day to day what we're going to be doing, and even in the individual lesson of the day. Obviously, more specific information in the lesson, but this will just kind of keep you on track. And this video is going to show you kind of how to move around. So what you can do is you can kind of come here and take a look at any news items. There are some videos here. For this one, you can kind of, it's a checklist for getting going, watch videos, and this is a Padlet. So we've already had a couple students put information down on the Padlet. You can, this is how we will be doing discussions in the class. Well, obviously, if this is online, if you're not in class, we have to have discussions with certain topics in the lesson. And this is how we're going to do it. People are going to it's almost like putting your hand up and answering a question in class. You'll do it here for everyone to see. Up here on the main screen is your Google Apps for Education, Gmail, Google Drive, etc. We encourage you to use Google Documents for the majority of everything that you're doing in this course. This is how we will communicate with you. Down here, you'll see any emails that you've received from anyone else or from me. And here we have a calendar of things coming up. As you can see on this news article, I've put in your schedule for the day, for the course as well. Okay. Up here, an important task will be your navigation bar. First one is content. Here you'll click on content to go to the lessons of the day. Here we have an overview of the course itself. So if you ever want to be reminded about things that are happening in the course, all the course description, how the course is organized into what units, short stories, poetry, or drama study, novel study, and then finally they're culminating. What are the two required texts that you'll be doing? How the course is organized. In terms of what's worth what. So any writing piece you do is worth 30% of your final mark. Any tests or quizzes that you do altogether are worth 20%, and so on. You'll see that the final exam is worth 20% and your culminating is worth 10. So kind of how we come up with your mark. The course calendar, I included this in lesson 3 of your orientation as well, but just wanted to put it in another place here. I just want to remind everybody that in terms of these two novels, you will have to bring in $10 for a book deposit. You do get the money back when you do return our two novels, our novel and our drama study to that, and this is required here. If you ever have, one good place to go is here in our frequently asked questions bar. So if you just click here, and this is always up, and when you go to the content, if you go to frequently asked questions, all the great teachers here at Loyola have kind of come together to put a whole bunch of videos on about really anything. How do I find files saved in my Google Drive? How do I grammar check in Google Docs? How do I log into Google Chrome web browser with your Loyola account? How do you link your Loyola Gmail account? This is something you're going to have to do today. So you can get to, anytime you want to get back to that main screen, by the way, just go up and click Virtual Commons. And so you're going to link your Google account here so you can see, so you have access to your Google Apps and all your emails and stuff right on the news section of your home screen. So that those frequently asked questions are great. Those videos are a great way to answer any questions. If I'm not around or someone else isn't around, if you're having trouble with something, look there to see what you're going to be taking a look at. So that's content. You'll go to content and you'll be able to see all the units that we're doing. Things aren't necessarily opened up right away. In other words, you won't really see Unit 2 until you're done everything for Unit 1. Another great resource here is our Writer's Toolbox. I've put quite a few pieces of information here about, how to write paragraphs, how to do a topic sentence, essential elements of an essay. We'll be looking at these things throughout the course of our course. But if you have any questions about ML, how to do a works cited, how to do a works cited page, how to do in-text citations, come here to your Writer's Toolbox, and all these are always here for you to go back and review. So the first thing I'd like for you to do is to go into your content and go into the orientation videos, click on orientation, and do lessons 1, 2, and 3. Lesson 1 basically just kind of introduces, if you've never taken an online course before, a couple important videos for how things work. Lesson 2 is communicating kind of by email, my email, how to communicate with me. And then lesson 3 is the kind of the big one, walking you through all the course expectations and requirements. There is a assignment at the end of lesson 3. So you'll do all this. And I encourage you, anytime there's a video, watch the video, but also take notes. So you don't have to watch the whole thing later on, so you can have all the important information. You can make a Google Doc of your own and kind of take note, label it, course requirements, and take notes on that, so you can go back and refer to it. So here at the bottom, and this is kind of how we're going to do most of our assignments. There's a Padlet here again that a lot of people have already started. So please make a contribution there. And then, so here's your task. So anytime we have an assignment due, usually I'll give you the assignment in the form of a Google Doc. And so you can just click here. You'll always make a copy of it. So it'll be the great thing about Google Docs, it automatically saves everything you do. So click make a copy. And so first thing I would always do is go back and get rid of copy of. I would put, Trevor Weir, orientation Dropbox assignment, or you could put, and when we get into the lessons, you could put unit 1, lesson 2, whatever the specific lesson is. Doesn't matter to me as long as you're able to. It's a good way, because when you're going in to find this stuff again, as I'm going to show you how in a second, you should make it obvious which one it is. So you're going to go through, and you can obviously put all the information there. That's my bad typing. I didn't mean Trevor. I meant my own first name, Trevor. Home phone or email. You're going to include all this information. Answer the following questions if you can. A requirement of this course always is that you write in full, complete sentences where you use the question in your answer. In other words, instead of just saying, Picton, Kingston, the phone number, you would say, my teacher is located at Kingston, or my teacher's contact details are, kind of thing. So always write in full sentences, please. So when you're done that, it automatically saves it. You're going to go back to down here, and you're going to submit it to the orientation Dropbox. And there's on the assignments, there will always be an assignment itself and a link to the Dropbox. So once you're done this assignment that you've got done here, okay, to the best of your ability, when you're happy with it, you're going to go back to the course, and you're going to click on the orientation Dropbox. Okay, and you're going to submit an assignment. It's very easy. If you have any comments to make, if you have a question, or if you want me to know something about the work that you did, you can type it in here. And simply, you're going to add a file. When it goes to, you're going to go to your Google Drive. If you didn't do it on Google Drive, you did it on Microsoft Word or something, you can go to your computer. But my suggestion, again, is you do everything on as a Google document, because it's just easy. It's how D2L, which is the program that that the computer uses, finds it. So you're going to go to find it. So here it is, orientation Dropbox assignment, unit 1, lesson 1. That's what I renamed it. I simply click on the beside where it is. That's why I said it's important to don't just have copy of, name it. Then you're going to go to add, and it'll take you back to here. So now you'll see, make sure that is the right one. I'm simply going to click add a file and submit. And that's how you submit anything to the Dropbox. Okay, and that's pretty much it. That's how you navigate around. We talked about your homepage, the news section, how to do email, how to navigate around a little bit. And the more that we do, the easier this stuff will get. Okay, so have a great day, everybody, and I look forward to getting in the course with you. Thank you.